Hey, what's up guys? It's Atlas, and guess what? The Paladin has finally been released for the Torchlight II Synergies mod. I'm just going to tell you now, I'm going to delete my old Paladin first. Actually, no I won't. It's a severe work in progress. We're just going to make a Paladin so you can see its abilities. This is the Paladin. He looks kind of cool. Randomize that shit. Fucking fabulous. Perfect. And you can just have another palette. Max, no. You can sit in my lap. No. Ow! That's my shoulder. Max is getting to be a big kitty. But that's just not the time to replace. As you can see, I can have a Paladin companion that can have full armor. In fact, when they added in the Synergies pack, this was the only real thing they had, the armless skeleton, which I can't even find right now. And this is all added in. Like, we got a ton of new pets that I haven't shown you, but we're just going to call this one Winston, and we're going to get rolling. We're going to play on normal, because I'm not going to play this character for very long. I just want to show you what's there so far. This update came out on Monday. I do these on Wednesdays because that seems to be the closest day to get away, cat. As I was saying, Wednesday is usually the middle of the week and the closest I can get to being there every time. Plus, it's a convenient time slot.
You should carry on to the Asterian Enclave, but you're on your own. Warn them
Chill.
that the alchemist is...
Alright, so Paladin. As you can see, it's kind of modeled to be sort of a tank. Not much healing that the Paladins are known for, but he's okay. Jesus Christ, excuse me. No more kitties on the desk. Thank you. Okay, so as you can see here, okay, starting stuff. And my pet has nothing on it, but it can have a full range of gear. Down to weapons and armor. And pet tags. And the only ability is this claw primal thing, Eviscerate. That is still not even properly named. It's Eviscerate 2. Which means, as you'll see in a sec... No! Bad kitty! And there's my companion, Pally, just punching people in the face. I wish there was a tool to allow me to reset my pet. I know there's a respec ability in Synergies, but there is no proper change your pet or respec your pet, because I would love to have a Paladin on Evil Atlas, just for the sake of irony. Kind of like how in Sutor, you can have as the Jedi Knight, I believe, you can have a Sith Lord be your final companion. And as we're seeing here, this is where the Paladin's ability really pays off, where I can just,
You just get here?
Is this two-hand? Yes. That's going to be convenient. Because with this, like, Beast Claw ability, that's what I'm just going to call it from now on, because it makes more sense than Eviscerate, I can just hit several dudes at once. And I guess they're not coming out of that cave either. I'm going to just put those away for a bit, and you'll see why, because the next ability I show you requires two-handed weapons. And also I believe this adds to the arc that the Eviscerated. There we go, that's what I wanted. Only one skill. As you can see, everything here is kind of messed up. It says 0 out of 20. They're all Eviscerate in this skill tree. So we got Righteous Justice, Divinity, Eviscerate, 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 all works in progress, except for Abolition. Which is, it kind of reminds me of the Engineer's attack where he hammers the ground. Let me just show you it here real quick. It takes up a lot of mana. But it gets out there. Also helps when you're using this to switch your commands to where maybe, I don't know, Alt. Yeah, Alt works well. That's what I've got it set to right now. Pressing the Alt switches my spells. But for the most part, I can just slice these people up. Not gonna set my skills now. There's only one thing I can put my skill points into. In fact, I don't get it till level 5. I'm currently maining another Pally called Angelic Atlas, who's mostly the same as this, except for a few loot drops. And he's level 6, I believe. Or no, what level did I leave him off on? I got this last night, and I got about all the way to the Assyrian Enclave before saying I need to go to bed because I have class tomorrow. Get back here. No survivors! Die! This 2-arm polearm thing does work, though. Okay, that is pretty cool looking. It doesn't say what the extended rewards are, though, for using it. Or does it? Let me check. Work in progress, work in progress, work in progress. Work in progress. Work in progress. In fact, I have a feeling that I'm really going to need that scroll or potion of respec that they sell at the base vendors now in Synergies, because I have no idea what this class is going to be about. I know Paladins are known for their healing and their anti-undead, and at the moment all I know is that I have that Eviscerate attack and my thing that very much looks like the Engineer's starting attack. I really don't know what else to do for this demo, except maybe once I get some gear, show you how I can spec my companion Pally, which I think I have enough gear to do. Yeah, I can do that. So as you can see here, I just drag it over to my guy. There's no weapon slot, but there's a shield, there's a hammer. Hammer kind of clips through. Not the best effect in the world, but yeah. It's a lot more helpful though, because with armor that means my pet can last a lot longer. One of the problems I'm having is Eduardo just keeps on taking so much flack on my Necromancer that he flees like every other battle. No matter how much I feed him potions. Maybe because I just bite off a lot more than I can chew on a regular basis. But Eduardo, I expect better from him as my trusty pet companion. Another thing, if you played Torchlight II before, there usually is far from as many ratlins as there are in this area. One of the things they added in this new game, or new patch, is that they changed the starting area a bit. Ah, lovely. Gear! Can I use cannons? I can use cannons. I think Paladins may have a cannon ability. I don't know. I want to say they do, but I would not take my own word for it. By the way, 7. I just, as a belated everything present, since I've known him for a while now, I bought him Torchlight II for whatever, and he may be joining us soon, depending on how well he can power level. Apparently he's modded it to have no level cap and a really high experience bonus, and he's level 300 something now, but I'm slowly going to convince him that playing these sort of dungeon crawler loot pinatas is more for the adventure and the looting than it is getting to an obscenely high level and instantly getting endgame sets. Oh well. One of those things you gotta eventually take in. I honestly don't. I think I'm just gonna get to the Assyrian Enclave and show you some of the other stuff in the vendors that I've been alluding to. Maybe twink out one of my characters with the share stash. I don't know. We're almost there.
Glad you made it.
Alright, gonna turn this in so I can get the hammer.
I thank you for your warning, but it has arrived too late. This Commander Vale believes that the...
Chill.
You have a new quest.
So I'm going to give myself this big fancy hammer. I'm going to deck out my pet, who I want to leave as a tank. Can you use this? Fuck, where'd it go? Yeah, that happens sometimes in this game. You just spontaneously lose gear. It comes back eventually.
May I assist you?
This is that potion of respec I was telling you about. It costs 1,200 gold. Comes quite in handy. And let's look at some of the other potions. Ice resistance, electric resistance, fire resistance, and poison resistance. So just some basic resistance. Scrolls are still the same. You can buy collars now. I don't know if you could do that before. And that's just the base vendor. Let's check out the blacksmith real quick. And then we'll look at my stash. Sorry, I did that a little prematurely. Basic sheriff stuff. Usual, some white grays, some blues, some greens. 1 or 2 pieces of set. Nothing to write home about. And this, I haven't shown it to you before, but this is my shared stash. The stash is now extremely large, but it's always been, I just haven't shown it. And this is allowing me to keep track of a lot more of the sets I have. Like, probably in a few levels, I'm going to be able to twink the bejesus out of this guy. I keep them organized by levels for the most part, although I got to do some reorganization. And besides that, why am I even? I'm going to delete this character right after.
You have received.
There is not much more to talk about on the Paladin. We're really just waiting for more pieces. Let me zoom in on him. He's kind of cool looking. With his fabulous purple hair and his matching purple hammer. And I'm going to see, come on, other Pally. And other Pally, I've tried it before. She does not change her gear. Like, that's just how she looks. Putting on more gear won't necessarily help. This does not even have a, it does any more skills, but it does, actually no it doesn't. It just costs more mana, and the DPS stays the same. So this is a severe work in progress. Like, I almost want to say maybe they shouldn't have released it, because this is so incomplete, there's not much point playing it. It's hard to play a character without abilities. But it's nice to finally get it. And then there's also the ninja, who I may showcase next week if I can't grind enough for my necromancer. I believe Seven might be playing a ninja, although he also says he's playing a berserker. Well, that's all I can really talk about for this game. Thank you very much for joining me. My name is Atlas, and this has been Let's Play Torchlight II Synergy Mod, version 1.50. See you next time.